So my name is Robert Pandya. I am the External Relations Manager for Victory Motorcycles. I want to welcome you to our kind of revamped display here. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. But at this point I need to hand it over to my my boss over here who's going to give you like a little bit of a kind of state of what's going on with our planet, Rod Croyce.
Thanks, Robert. Welcome and thanks for stopping by our booth on your rotation. We're very excited about this show. This is probably one of the most active shows Victory's ever done at IMS here. So we've had a tremendous 2011, and a lot of that can be attributed to the kind of coverage you've been giving our brand the last few years across our product news and our brand news. It's been exceptional, and we are much appreciative of it. So we have a kind of a saying back in Minnesota where our corporate offices are, as well as where we make the bikes in Spirit Lake, Iowa, that Victory's always going to stay on the gas. And this year is no exception. I think when you think about the growth that we've had, we've outperformed in terms of retail and sales the industry. And when it comes to the dealer growth, we've grown another 20% across the US, Canada, and internationally. So Victory's rapidly become a global brand, so that's quite exciting. As it relates to product, you know, we set out about a couple of years ago to put an every 6-month product plan out there so that every 6 months we're bringing new products to the market. And this year was no exception. It really started in New York in the first IMS of the year where we introduced the High Ball, which is on display here. It's a real attitude cruiser. It also continued into July when we introduced the Cross Country Tour, which is our new flagship touring model, and we're going to demonstrate that on your way out here. Robert's going to give you a quick snapshot of that. And then this year at the IMS show in LA, again, no exception, but we're going to have another product reveal in addition to what you're going to see here in a little bit at 5 o'clock today. So very much on the gas as it relates to our product development schedule. We also have a pretty good understanding of our bikes, and we really stand behind them. And we really believe that we deliver the best riding experience on the planet. And we set out to prove that with our most recent ad campaign that you might have seen from Victory. It's called Ride One and You'll Own One. And the way we introduced that is we invaded Sturgis this year, and we really challenged riders to get on our bikes and swap their rides from what they were doing and experience the bikes for themselves. And we did that. We captured it. It's now what's in our campaigns. And it really proved to be true. We captured that, and for each of the people that converted, it just simply got them on the bike, and it really was, the sale was done. But we solicited some help to kind of tell that brand story, and the gentleman's here today. We're going to introduce you in a second. His nickname's the Gunny, Ermey, but he brings that intense energy that our brand stands for. And he's a former Marine drill instructor, so they don't get any more intense than that. And so he does represent what Victory stands for in terms of the way we think about the intensity and confidence of our bikes. You're going to get to meet him here in a second. But our lead was also a great partner for another reason. He has strong connections with the military. And if you know nothing else about Victory, that's what we stand behind. You're going to see the military reflected in the Marines and the Toys for Tots program we're going to have throughout the show. We have a Young Marines program where they're going to be helping us with various activities throughout the show. And then when you go out to our demo program, we have a campaign going on with Wounded Warriors program that we kicked off in July. And for every demo that is done on Victory bikes over the next year, we're donating $1 to Wounded Warriors to support the troops that are coming back. So we have 6 18-wheel trucks on the road all the time, and other 3 trucks always doing demos. So we're going to put a lot of demos on the road and show our competitive advantage, and we're going to write a big check to Wounded Warriors, which we're really happy about doing. We also have some other partnerships that we're kind of happy to express here at the show. We have some custom bike partnerships that are still in place with the Ness family. Arlen, Corey, and Zach bikes are on display, so leaders in custom. And then tomorrow we'll reveal another bike. It'll be our 3rd reveal of the show. We're going to be working with the Clockworks, Brian and Laura Clock. And I got a snapshot of the bike, and it's going to be unique to what you're going to see at the show. So we're going to encourage you to kind of check our agenda out. We'll have a series of 3 reveals, so pretty active. I would challenge you to see if the other brands are that active and that challenging here over the course. So I'm going to let it get started. I'm going to turn it back over to Robert, and he's going to get you introduced to our lead. So thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Rod. Applaud loud. He's my boss. Thanks. So, a man who can certainly carry his own introduction along with him. Put your hands together for the Gunny, Ermey. Thank you, Gunny. Thanks for coming out. Now, you've been part of our ad campaign since Sturgis this year. You guys showed up, and that was really like one of your first experiences really riding our motorcycle. So you had one of those great experiences that you can relate to people, and tell us your impression of the bike when you got on.
Oh, absolutely. Now, and it's true, if you ride it, you'll own it. I had a few other motorcycles in the barn, and they were all sitting there leaking all over the floor for a lot of years, and it got to the point where I really didn't have any time to ride anymore. So when Victory came to me, I thought, aha, now's my chance, because I'll get a ride motorcycle. So we went up to Sturgis, had a great time. What they didn't mention to you is about half the people that rode the motorcycle tried to negotiate a deal to trade theirs in right there on the spot while we were riding. So it's a dream bike. There's no question about it. You get on this motorcycle, and it's comfortable, it's reliable, and it's fun, and it's got power. There's no question about that. But it pleases me to be hooked up with Victory. Some tells me I found a home, and I'll be with him for a long, long time.
Well, we want to appreciate Arlie for everything he's done for us, and we've got kind of a cool thing to show you here. But first, before we get to that, I want to talk about Toys for Tots. You've been involved with the Toys for Tots drive. That's really a big focus for us this weekend, and we want to talk about Gunny's Toys for Tots Saddlebag Challenge. Tell us about Toys for Tots, what you've done with the organization, and how people can get involved this weekend.
Absolutely. I'm a former Marine. I'm a Marine. So basically I got started with Toys for Tots about 32 years. I've been going to San Diego every year. I usually go down on the 6th of December, and I'll stay there until the 22nd. Now after the 22nd, any toys that we collect, we can't really get out that year anyway, so they let me go home on the 22nd, so I'd go to Kmart and do my shopping. But we get that done. But the thing is, especially with the economy the way it is now, it's tough. It's hard. There's a lot more toys needed right now than ever before. So, you know, those of us who are a bit more fortunate need to open our wallets up, get out and get us a toy so that we can get them to the kids. We got saddlebags all opened here, and we would certainly like to fill up the saddlebags. There's a lot of room. How many square feet do we have?
Well, I mean, we got a lot. I mean, between all the different motorcycles, you're going to have me doing a brochure thing. These guys are going to kill me.
That's okay, but there's a lot of square footage in these motorcycles, I'll guarantee you. So they'll hold a lot of toys, and I want you to come on up here and turn loose with some cash or some toys. Like I said, I normally would be down in San Diego by now doing Toys for Tots. When the motorcycle show came out, you know, Victory came on board, and they said, hey, you know, Gunny, we'd like to have you at the motorcycle show, and we would also like to get involved with Toys for Tots. So I thought, you know, we will put this show together. We'll put this thing together, and something tells me we're going to make our mark down here. We're going to do just as well down here as we would if I was in San Diego. So therefore, I won't be to San Diego for another, I think, 4 or 5 days, but it'll be worthwhile because right here we're doing Toys for Tots right here, and we're going to accomplish the mission as best we can here. So make sure those of you who are involved with publications, make sure you get the word out what we're doing. Anyway, thank you for helping us out with that.
Well, thank you, and as a thank you for being part of our family, we wanted to kind of build a special motorcycle for you. So we did that. That's right here. So I'm going to ask if would you like to pull the sheet off of this bike here? You want to check it out?
Good sheet pull. All right, y'all ready? I bet this is a fine-looking motorcycle. What do you want to bet? Here it comes.
Hoorah!
Got a Marine Corps done pretty good, don't we? Wow. Wow, what a motorcycle, huh? Anybody be proud to ride that motorcycle?
Well, that was a High Ball. That was your favorite bike on the chute. That's the one that we couldn't get you off of in Sturgis. You were riding it all the time, and we thought busting out a Marine Corps High Ball for you would be kind of the way to go.
Well, the thing is, it's kind of old school. You know, we've got the spokes, we've got the painted rims rather than the big fancy wheels on it. And it just, there's a cam in this one.
Yeah.
And it gives it, not that the other ones don't have the pop, but this thing here will jump right out from under you. And I like laying rubber. I'm no different than anybody else that rides a motorcycle. I love laying a little rubber now and then. And this machine will certainly do it. And this is my favorite one.
Well, it's got 0 miles on it, so it's ready for you.
Great. You guys did a phenomenal job. Of course, Marine Corps colors are crimson and gold. And here it is, crimson and gold. Something tells me we'll have a lot of people from Camp Pendleton down here, a lot of Marines down here, and they'll be lined up, signing up to get one of these babies.
Well, I tell you what, we'll...
So much power that you actually have to be careful with it when you take off, because it will fishtail. It'll leave some rubber. It's got the same motor that the big touring bikes have in it, only this one has a cam, and it really jumps out from under you. It's a hot little bike. I love it.